party was last in the legislature, he helped himself, not us.
This nigga said, China made me question who I am.
I haven't felt this disconnected from a place in a long time. I came to China thinking I knew what I'd find, but nothing prepared me for what I actually experienced here.
Bro.
Nothing feels the way I was told it would. I visited 27 countries in just a few years. That's 61 airports, 600 hours in planes, 24 days in the sky. I thought I became good at being a stranger, that I could slip in and out of places like wind through buildings. But here, the wind stopped. China stopped me. The first thing I noticed was how people look at me. They stare. It's horrible. Every time I step outside, I'm noticed. I just want to get food, but kids are pointing at me. Adults stopping their cars to watch, probably judging me because I'm black, because I'm not from here, because I don't fit. I know they're probably not used to seeing foreigners. Still, I've never felt this much social anxiety in 24 hours.
Bro.
Funny thing is, I thought I didn't care about people looking at me. I was lying to myself. I care. I actually care. And here, they made me remember why. I think I care because I want to be accepted. I want to fit in. I don't want to be alone, rejected. When I was a kid, I always felt different, fascinated by things other kids ignored. Growing up, I learned not to say too much, to shrink, so others will feel comfortable. If I didn't, I just got pushed away. And being myself mattered less than having friends. China triggered that scar. That feeling of standing out too much, of being seen when all you want is to disappear. After only 2 days, I wanted to leave. But while checking for flights, I realized that's what I always do. I always run when things become uncomfortable. Here, being invisible was not an option. No matter what I did, I was seen. My only choice was either I let that control me, or I decide what it means. So, I made a deal with myself. Stay few more days. Don't run from discomfort for once. If they look at you, fine. Smile at them. Stop being so defensive. Is this really how you want to live your life? Being mad at strangers just because they look at you? Being mad at kids? They don't know you, but you know yourself. And being kind is not just a concept, Alex. It's something you practice even when you don't feel like it. So just smile. Say hello. You don't control how people react, but you control how you behave. I've learned over time that kindness isn't a weakness. It's a superpower. And when you use it, people open themselves. I couldn't let a look decide my day. If I couldn't even go out to get food in peace, then something was wrong. And it wasn't them. I realized as soon as I open myself, as soon as I smile or say hi, people smile back. Like they're happy I spoke to them. They ask where I'm from, how they can help, even though they don't know me. I discovered that the look was mostly curiosity, no harm at all. Kids come say hi, fascinated. Adults too. I was making up stories in my mind because I was scared of being in an unfamiliar place. It's a different culture, and I was the one judging them. I stepped into their routine, expecting them to act a certain way. I realized how fast I became the thing I'm fighting against. How Western my mind was, judging them on how a society must work. on how people must behave, and it made me rethink why I travel, if not to change my vision of the world. I think I got too comfortable going back to the same countries. But here, as soon as I felt different, I was forced to get out of my comfort zone, forced to question my identity. What does it mean for me to be here? Well, funny thing is, as soon as I asked that question, I started to like China. It is beautiful. And I haven't even scratched the surface.
Yo, look at the monkey.
There's a softness, a childlike curiosity that feels deeply
This
human.
place look ancient as fuck though.
While I was being judgmental, they never stopped being kind. Here in China, I didn't just discover another society. I learned that the world is more complex than what I was told. My belief system is not universal. It's been built, learned. It's not good or bad, it's just important to be aware of it. At the end of the day, people are just people, everywhere you go. We share the same base feeling. We just live such different experiences. And with distance, we think we're different. But we're not. Kindness helped me see through my fear, my belief system. Because to live is not to be at the center expecting people to act for you. It is to make the first move, to be the one who say hi. And when you do that, people open themselves. I think we can make this world a better place the day we start to notice each other, to understand we're similar in so many ways.
Awaken to
He's
a
right,
world
though.
of
He's
wonder in Final Fantasy XIV Online.
He's right.
Even divided by distance and language, we have the power not to stay in our corners by putting our neighbor in boxes so we don't have to make the effort to communicate, to understand. It's crazy how my perspective shifted in just a few days, revealing so much about me. I thought I was visiting China, but China visited me. Here I witnessed my own mind trying to hold into a belief system that doesn't work here. Watching it crumble, watching my brain rewire itself in real time made me so proud that I didn't run. Proud that I let myself be uncomfortable long enough to see what was on the other side of that fear. Because on the other side was not acceptance from them. It was acceptance from me. The stare didn't stop. I just stopped needing them to. I realized I've been carrying this weight everywhere. This need to fit, not to stand out, to be invisible enough to be safe. And China didn't let me hide. No, it forced me to be seen. And maybe that's the point. Maybe I'm not here to blend in. Maybe I'm here to remember that being different was never the problem. The problem is when I make myself smaller because I'm scared of being me. I still don't know what it means to be me here. But I'm starting to think that's okay. That maybe the point of traveling is not to find answers, it's to find better questions. And China gave me the biggest one. What if this thing I've been running from my whole life was actually me? Maybe the secret ingredient is just being myself? I don't have the answer for that yet. But for the first time in a long time, I'm okay being myself a little more. Hello, 你好。非常好，谢谢你。
非常好。
谢谢你。
今年1月1号7点跟你说的那票是。对。
Hello，谢谢，
不是，拜拜。
拜拜，
谢谢你哈
谢谢。谢谢。你好。谢谢。Hello。Hello。
Yo. this, bro. Dang. Kind of makes you actually think about life on some real stuff, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Kind of actually make you think. Like this, I fucks with it. I fucks with it. I'm glad he made this video. Keep doing your thing, Alex. All right, let's see, bro. If DC ain't back up, if Destiny, if this shit is not back up, bro, then I'ma hop back on Fortnite. We just gonna have to goddamn deal with the 60 frames, bro. Yeah. Let me hold on. Change the category. What a video, bro. What a video. Simulation. Jack, kick
I need
back,
to ask
grab
you
your
something.
snacks and relax. Reaper's
And I
right here.
need you to be honest with me. Do you ever get the feeling that nothing's real?
His life is a
Like this world we're
simulation.
experiencing is just something our brains are putting together
That's what the video
to make
called.
sense of everything? What if I'm not even real? What if none of this is actually happening? To be honest, the more I think about it, the more I feel like life is just an open world video game. And the longer I play, the more I notice all the patterns, the loops. Who programmed all this? Why? It doesn't make any sense. If life is a game, then nothing really matters, right? Everything we experience is built, either by nature or by us. Mountains, trees, the air we breathe, the values we swear by. Everything is a construction. Nothing feels real. What happens if I don't want to play? Why should I keep playing a game I never asked to be in? I didn't choose to be born. I'm just here, trying to make sense out of a life I never asked for. It is so hard for me not to think about all those questions and just pause for a second. Because even if I tell myself that life is just a construction, just a game, I am still afraid that if I die today, my life would have amounted to nothing, and I would have wasted it. So I just keep doing stuff for the sake of doing things. I have this hunger for discovery, for understanding, but the more I discover and understand, the more it feels like I'm further and further from the truth. Perhaps knowledge is my curse, and the more I dig, the deeper it gets. Again, if life don't have any sense, why should I keep playing the game? Anyway, I still have to do my laundry. It's kind of boring, but I have my phone. I can just watch all those videos and scroll, feeding myself with content disguised into knowledge. So I can better accept that I don't want to think about those questions, that I don't want to face this nonsense that is my life. But she was not doing that. Yeah, the woman that runs this laundromat. I was scrolling on my phone, but she was just sitting there, looking at people, at cars, looking at the world. It's funny because we don't speak the same language. We're living two very different realities, separated by so much. But she had something in her eyes. The way she looks at the world. I was imagining her entire life, the little girl she used to be, the quests and dreams she had, the love and suffering she lived. Everything that this woman experienced in her entire life will be gone one day. I wonder what she was thinking about. Does she ask herself the same questions I do? I don't know, but I felt something that day. I think I felt her soul. And by witnessing it, I also felt mine. Something changed in the way I think. Not that I understood something different. No. I just felt something. I wonder, even if life is a video game, even if none of this is real in the way we think, my feelings are real. My pain is real. My love is real. I don't need to think more. I think I need to feel more. I was refusing to play the game of life, but even refusing to play is playing. I cannot escape the fact that I exist, but I can choose what to do with that existence. So the real question is not, do I want to play? Maybe it is, now that I am here, what do I do? The empathy I felt towards this woman made me realize that we all share existence together. We think we're separate from this game, from the world, from the universe. But we're not. We are not just players in the game. We are the game. So maybe it doesn't matter if life is real or not. Maybe the point is just to play, to explore, to connect. We are all the main characters of our own lives. We didn't choose to live, but we choose what to do next. I think we're told that life needs a purpose to make sense, but a sunset always fades. A song always ends, and yet they matter. Life doesn't make sense because you find a reason. It makes sense because you're living it. To exist is this tension between moments of meaning and moments of pure nonsense. And some days, I don't want to play either. I lost myself trying to understand life when all life ever asked me to do was to let it flow, to surrender, and just live. Meaning comes from attention, from what you choose to focus on. And the music you use can either serve this purpose or feel generic. I use MusicBed, the partner of this video today. You know, music is one of the hardest parts when it comes to editing. That's why thousands of filmmakers trust MusicBed with their curated library of authentic cinematic songs. Most of us don't realize how much time we waste settling for music that just fills space. But MusicBed gives me music that actually says something and lets my work breathe. If your goal is to blend in, any song works. But if you want your work to be felt, you need music that leaves something behind. MusicBed is offering a 14 days trial, so start yours today and hear the difference for yourself via the link in the description.
Yo. Would you be happy if another banger? Another banger. Let me I want to see, hold on, I want to check out his latest video, which is remember where you came from.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
For years, I've been taking care of this little boy, right? Making sure he is loved, that he feels like he belongs wherever he wants to be. He wants to go out into the world and do great big things. And what I worry about most is they won't look out for you like us. They won't root for you like us. So, here's the deal. Wherever you go from here, you have to promise to take care of that little boy for me. make sure he never forgets where he came from, and he never doubts that he is loved, and he never lets anyone at those big fancy places he's gonna be in tell him that he doesn't belong there. And when he comes home, and he better come home, just don't get lost.
Okay. Okay. Like a teaser a little bit, I guess. I think he's back in New York. He was just in China, I think. I like his, I don't know what perspective he have or whatever, but I like his perspective on life in a sense. And the videos he's making is like, I don't know how to really explain it. It looked like a movie a little bit, but we got This Is How I Became an Artist.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Did you know that the human brain is literally built for survival? Everything you lived and everything you're gonna live, your brain's first reaction is always the same. To protect yourself, to avoid danger, to stay safe. Because making art means doing something that doesn't exist yet. And our brain hates uncertainty. But even with all that fear, we still create, we still try. We'll still pull off a miracle by creating something that did not exist before. Survival keeps us alive, but meaning gives us a reason to live. It's a paradox, a tension. They pull in opposite directions, but somehow they both keep us moving. They even need each other. And that tension shows up in almost every creative question we ask ourselves. How do I start? How do I keep going? How do I stay motivated when I'm afraid? How do I know I'm good enough? How do I become an artist? Let's go back to where everything started. Maybe the real question is not how to become an artist, but why? I didn't wake up one day thinking I would become a filmmaker or photographer. Nothing was really planned. I was just trying to understand my own life, trying to freeze time, hold on to moments before they disappeared. I was just trying to feel something. Something inside me kept whispering to act, to capture, to create, to remember. But it's hard. It's like stepping into the unknown without knowing if the path you take is the right one. You just need to try. I want to stay safe, but I also want to be greater than what I am today. And it took me years to understand something. Yes, I'm a filmmaker. I am a photographer. But what I really do is capture feelings. That's my real job. And for that, I need to train. To make you understand how I feel. To open my heart to the world. Even if it means being hurt, being misunderstood. That's the trade-off. To feel all the wonder of your life, you need to accept taking that one path you're not sure of. You need to jump without a parachute and build one along the way. Jumping in the water to learn how to swim is way more efficient than sitting and studying the water for hours. That's step number 1. To act. If you don't know how to start, if you're unsure of the path, or if you're afraid of what other people might think. Good. It means you're doing something. I know opening yourself to strangers is hard, especially when you've been hurt before. But the real question is simple. Do you want to discover what's behind your fear? Or do you want to stay exactly where you are? I guess if you clicked on this video, you're already asking yourself that question, right? So let me share what I've learned. Step number 2 is to get a tool. Whatever you do, painting, writing, photography, every art form begins the same way. You pick a tool, a brush, a pen, a camera, and you make it your own. Tools help you shape your intention to something eternal. I know it might feel overwhelming, so pick something you can afford, something that feels good in your hand. I started doing photography with an old iPhone 4, and with time, I understood that the tool doesn't make me an artist. But without a tool, I was just pure energy. There's no way to express myself. But then something appeared in my mind. If I had Picasso brush, would I be able to paint just like him? Have you ever wondered what makes a great piece of art? How can an artist make you feel something that you can't even explain? Is it the talent or the tool? I think it's both. Gear does matter, but so does talent. The artist needs his tool to create, and the tool needs the artist to even exist. That's why I think the right tool is so important. We shape them, but they also shape us. They influence the way we think and approach art. So yes, choose your tool carefully, but it is only when you mix it with passion and dedication that you can make something truly remarkable. Know that true creativity comes from within, but with the right tools, it can shine even brighter. And once you have it, we can start at step 3. You start creating, not thinking, creating. Even if it's bad, especially if it is bad, because you're training your eye, not your ego. And this is where the tension, the paradox becomes real. Fear and doubt are just your friends at this point. Your instinct telling you to stop because it feels so uncomfortable. But this is also where meaning shows up. And trust me, the moment you push through your fear just a little bit, something opens. That's the path. The path between survival and meaning. That's the path you're walking. That's what it takes to become an artist.
You, just you, building your app on Base 44. Describe it.
You're literally bending reality to become someone new. Then you realize the world feels different when you try to capture it. You notice the little thing again, the silence, the way your city breathes, and little by little, your tool becomes your mirror. It doesn't just show you the world, it shows you. Congratulations, you're now on step 4. Now you feel this urge to share what you created, not for ego, but to witness the beauty with someone else. Because at the end of the day, you're just a human being. You are meant to share, to connect. That's probably why social media is so popular. See it as a tool. Imagine social media as a giant notebook where you can share your drafts with the world. Some will like it, some will ignore it. But in both cases, you put yourself out in the world. Be proud of that. Something true inside you finally woke up, and someone else can witness it. You try your best to express yourself. You had a story to tell that makes people stop and breathe with you, because you remind them of something deep inside themselves. It's not easy. You have to deal with rejection, mockery. You have to learn how to stay motivated when nothing works, to survive that loneliness. And I'm not gonna lie, I haven't found an answer to that one. It still feels hard when I share anything. I still fear failure, even after all that work. But I've come to realize that rejection was never an ending point. It doesn't have to stop you. It is meant to shape you. It is the place where meaning grows, and I feel all of it. The doubt, the fear, the nights where I thought maybe I wasn't good enough. When I wanted to press share, but deep down, I was just that little scared kid. The morning where I posted something and nobody cared. Not even my friends. Not even my family. And still, I kept shooting. Because that tiny whisper inside me, the same one from the beginning, told me that maybe one day, this would matter to someone. Maybe one day, someone will watch something I made and feel less alone. Just because I told my truth. When I'm sad, you feel it. When I'm lost, you see it. When I'm in love with the world, even for a second, I try to capture it. That's what art really is. Holding still the thing that will disappear without you. Welcome to step number 5. One of the most important ones. Music. Music is like choosing which emotion you want to feel. It is the breath of your memory. It is the part people never talk about enough. This invisible feeling you borrow when your own words aren't enough. Music chooses the heartbeat of your story. And when the music is wrong, people can feel it. So, I feel like we're ready to start now, right? But there's one more thing. This is the 6th and final step. It's about you. Not what you can do, not what you can show, just you.
Someone once said they come back to my page whenever they feel alone. I don't know why it touched me so deeply. Maybe because I know that feeling. The feeling of wanting someone to say, I see you. You know, for so long I thought becoming an artist was about mastering technique, about learning cameras, music, color. And yeah, I spent years doing that, years of mistake, sitting alone at night trying to create something. But that feeling I'm seeking every day when I create is the same I felt when I was a kid. That wonder. I thought I created to understand the world better. But in fact, I think I just wanted someone to share the question with. If my work has ever made you feel something, then all of this, all of those painful steps, it was all worth it. And that's the thing I want you to remember. Art is not about talent, not about gear, not about views. Art is about the courage to look at your life, as imperfect as it is, and say, I'm going to do something. Something that might help someone else. Something that might remind you who you truly are. If you watch this video all the way here, I just want to give you one last step. Something that holds everything together. You become an artist the day you stop waiting for permission. You become an artist the moment you move, even while scared. Trust me, you will never know what path to take. You just need to do something. And if you keep doing that over and over and over again, something beautiful happens. Your life just stops being something you watch from the outside. You're actually living it here, right now. And without even noticing it, you start just changing the world a little bit, starting with yourself. So, I guess, just create.